And you can see I got a little bit wet. My clothes are kind of wet. I mean, I was able to get out of it, pretty quick. The umbrella, I've decided to always keep the big umbrella in the actual vehicle for good, so, because of these. You need a really good umbrella if you're doing this kind of stuff.
Please subscribe show. YouTube Cole Spivey. Yeah, man.
Inside here, so here we go.
Please subscribe show. YouTube Cole Spivey.
My suggestion to any father that's out there that's married and suddenly is struck with a divorce is take action immediately. Meaning, go to the trials, get a lawyer, do all that immediately. I put my trust in my hope, and that I thought that my wife would change her mind. I just thought she would. I put my trust, I prayed about it every night. I thought she'd change her mind and I would not have to go the legality route. I was talking about John Bunyan and Pilgrim's Progress and legality, right? The easy route. So I trust that things would work, and I'm trying to give a message to you is don't do that. There's movies like Kramer versus Kramer, Marriage Story, whatever. Just immediately get the best lawyer out. Immediately show up and just be there. Because you love those kids and you don't want to be in this situation. You don't want to be in this situation. Now I've got a whole lot done. Over 1,280 vlogs. I've written some screenplays. I've got a lot the lightning just struck right over there. I got introduced to famous vloggers, not in person, but on YouTube, that can kind of instruct me and give me, instruction on how to get started. Possibly, I may not have ever done that, so I don't really know. I don't know if I made the right decision, but my suggestion to you, my urge to tell you is to show up to the trial and be there, be a responsible parent immediately, like I'm trying to be. I'm trying to get a family lawyer. If you want to help with that, I have a PayPal. and you can help, one of my subscribers or whatever, if you want to help, get in touch with me through comments or whatever. We can communicate through email, and we can get this family lawyer together. And I would love to be able to go to court, because I want to see my kids again. I want to see my family again. I really do. I'm going to show you this Lantana water tower. Now, just because I have a creative mind and I write werewolf screenplays, it does not mean that I don't have the right to see my children. Now, I don't know if anyone's going to buy this werewolf screenplay, but I got this idea, and it's set in this kind of town known as Barksville. This is called Bartonville. But I set it in kind of this kind of feel, this Lantana, just the way this is. I don't know, there's something about it. And I started writing this screenplay. I guess in a way it helped me. But anyway, it's raining really hard, so I'm headed back. I'm pretty much, the rest of it's just going to be footage of rain, mostly rain. But anyway, if you want to help with any of this, if you're more of a person that wants to help me with my creative endeavors, you may help. If you want to help with me getting like a lawyer, a family lawyer, and getting, and going to court, if you want to help with that kind of side of it, where I'll be able to see my kids again. Also need to get a private detective too, so I can find all these people, that I've come across. So I'm gonna need help, and I am asking for help. And if you're interested in helping in any way, even advice is sometimes even better than money. I'm not just asking for money, I'm also asking for advice, or someone that you may know. If you're a lawyer and you're watching this, send me a comment. It goes right to my email. I'll immediately respond to you. Don't be afraid to comment, okay? I know we're dealing with children, and we're dealing with the family, and I'd have to eventually face Angel in court, because it just doesn't, it's been 3 years. I have not had a single photograph since January 24th. It's hurting. I'm hurting inside. And I tell her all the time, send me a photo. Now, of course, this is what some of Barksville looks like. It's a lot of country, a lot of trees. And at night, it's kind of, even better. And you have like a power tower, kind of thing every once in a while. Electric tower and stuff. It's kind of cool looking thing. So I've decided to go home, and I'm going to rest. And tomorrow it's supposed to thunderstorm. So it's supposed to be a severe risk of thunderstorm tomorrow in the same area. So I'm going to rest, just, rest my back, take a load off. And you'll be getting all of this wonderful vlog of April 24th sometime tomorrow, most likely not in the morning. Maybe late morning. I really don't know. But I will be working on putting together this probably 4 or 5 part series with evangelical, preaching. And talking everything from talking about the New Testament to talking about my children, to talking about my creative endeavors, like writing, right? Okay. To, pop culture. I mean, I tell you things that I just come about. It's not just reading of the New Testament or anything. It's not just reading the Bible, which I rarely ever even do. I don't pick up a Bible and thump it. This is just humanity, right? Ministers would totally tell other ministers, don't watch this, but people might watch it because God spoke to the people. He didn't speak to the Pharisees and Sadducees. Not that I'm calling all the ministers Pharisees or Sadducees, but they are the holy people of the temple. They're the holy people of the church. Jesus didn't always have good things to say about those types of people, did he? He spoke out against those people. These were the holy people. These were the ministers of the church of that time. They called it a temple back then. He spoke against some of the rabbis and the Pharisees and the Sadducees and the people that had power, that were priests of the temples. He said, you don't know what you're talking about. I'm the Son of God, and you don't know. That's what Jesus said to them, and he knew. Anyway, regardless, I'm going to go get some rest. I'm going to send some stuff tomorrow. I'm going to look, just imagine passing the speedway. I'm very tired. And it keeps raining, and then it just gets dry. And just tomorrow, it's going to do the same thing. Look at the horizon. You can see. So it's probably going to go through another series of raining, and I'm just drained. So we're gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna get up, and I'm gonna look at my footage. I don't know. I may go on a short walk. I may not. I don't know. I'll probably watch a little bit Adam the Woo. Like, why is this interesting? See if he's at Disney World or not. What's going on? Texas Motor Speedway sign. You know, it's weird when I wrote that song, Everything Breaks. I thought it was just like a great song. That was last night. I thought this song is great. I love it. It's great. Everything breaks. Everything breaks. Everything breaks. Now we get older as we grow old. And then I put in the whole thing about and it probably is pretty good. What did it start? It starts with Missouri breaks, California's gay, New York states, Florida has the Rays, Louisiana fell in the bay, all that. You know, I thought I wanted to write this kind of song about how things go wrong, you know. Everything breaks. Not that the Rays are wrong. I'm not saying that the Florida Rays, is that what you call the Tampa Rays, the Tampa Bay Rays? Sorry, their logo is wrong. It looks like a stingray, and then at times it looks like some kind of weird star thing. No, I don't know. I'm not making fun of the Tampa Bay Rays. I'm not saying that all of everything's wrong. There's some things that are right in it, you know. They break rules, you know. But I'm saying that I thought it was a great song. I thought that song was going to bail me out. I'm not lying. I really was in the shower thinking that Jordan the Lion was going to interview me about that song, you know, about the Linda and Cole band. That we were a great band and we sang this song, everything breaks, everything breaks, everything breaks. Now we get older. And I listen to it now, and I was listening to some Elliott Smith because I've been listening to him lately, especially Roman Candle. But anyway, I've been listening to him, and then I turn mine on, and I'm just like, it just needs better mic, a better guitar, you know. I'm just picking it apart. I don't know if Daniel Johnston was that way. He was so excited just to play music, just to play the music, regardless of recording. There's the Texas Motor Speedway, I was telling you. Daniel Johnston was such a joy because he was so excited that he would get to play music. The recording part was cool to him. He had all the albums memorized that he wrote. He wrote those albums. Story of an Artist, all that kind of stuff. He wrote those albums and those songs, and he recorded them on a tape cassette. He really did this stuff. And he would sit there and play the album and record it, and then play it again and record it, and then record two at the same time, and he would pass these all out at McDonald's. And people would listen to it, and I'm sure they just were like, what is this? What in the world? What could this possibly mean? Until some people got a hold of it, like Kurt Cobain and a few other musicians that were powerful, and they made him an iconic figure in Austin, and a folk figure. And he did all this in his like parents' basement. And he kind of talked, you know, he's kind of talk like this, like, wow, you know, I just wanted to be a comic strip writer, you know. It's like, you know, he just big smile, always happy, and you know, but yet he was a little crazy too, because he hit some people and stuff, and he had to get some help. Anyway, I was just thinking about, you know, that the fact that he just liked to play music, you know, he was happy to be playing music. Now the recording part was probably cool too, because that's neat. It's neat that you can capture it and then re-listen to it. want to listen to it again. I don't know. I'm such a critic, you know. I'm just like, but I listened to it. I was like, this is really good stuff. These lyrics are good. This is like, wow, this is gonna save me. I'm gonna be able to get a family lawyer and see my kids again, you know. It's like everything breaks, everything breaks, everything breaks. Now we get older. Now we get older. As we grow old, la, 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 la. La 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 la. We're passing a new bridge. La 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 la. Missouri breaks. California's gay. New York State. Florida has the race. Louisiana fell into the bay. Texas Lone Star's got my precious payday. Oklahoma's boring. Arkansas has the shade. Georgia serves peaches. Tennessee knows Williams plays. Alabama shakes. Mississippi still hates. North and South Carolina, West Virginia has good maids and their hotel rooms. Vermont to Maine and the frozen window panes. Just got a message. And I sing, everything breaks. Everything breaks, everything breaks. Now we get older. Everything breaks, everything breaks, everything breaks. Now we get older. As we grow old, la, la.
Police reported ahead.
Anyway, you get the message.